Music's greatest songs. Greatest songs. Worth covering. Original classic hitmakers.
Now, while it sounds like there is a goat going meh in the back, this literally is just the underscore of me chatting. I'm going to play the original version of this song. I've had Big Hass going, do the Nightcrawlers, probably for about a year and a half. And I keep going, yeah, and then I forget and I don't do it. It's a song that every single person knows. I think the reason everybody knows it now, youth included, she says in that dramatic old way, is because obviously it's had its TikTok moment, it's had its social media moment. Everyone knows it. There are dance groups you were talking about who literally just dance to this thing.
You know what's crazy though? It's like most of the time when something like that, you know, like the band or the group or whoever, you kind of know. This one really, like no one knows.
No.
And no one cares.
Right.
So just put a little bit, shed that light on the Nightcrawlers.
Okay. I had to go back a few times when I was researching actually, because it was kind of a box of frogs. I was like, wait, I don't understand. So let me break it down for you. Nightcrawlers, and then if you actually do research, they call the band the Nightcrawlers. There is no band. This consists of one man. He's a DJ and a vocalist called John Reid.
See?
And he's Scottish. He's Scottish. Who knew? But he's called British.
They're Scottish? He's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
This is coming from Scotland.
He's from Glasgow.
Woo, Glasgow.
Or as they say, Glasgow. So he's from Glasgow in Scotland. Who knew? John Reid. Remember that name. So in the early 90s, this is how it went. In the early 90s, the band Nightcrawlers was formed. It was soul and funk influenced, kind of pop. It featured John Reid, who was this local DJ and vocalist, with a number of other acts in the late 1980s. So they're all bobbing about and they're all quite similar. They signed to Island Records. And there they are. They released their debut single, Living Inside a Dream. That failed
You're saying that they have another song?
No, they failed to chart. I mean, it's just nothing happened.
I haven't heard that one.
No, darling. It's just nothing. So that failed to go anywhere. And the band then decided to release a second single. And this second single, and they're calling them the band, there is no other name of any other artist. So they're saying John Reid, the band. I don't know who the band are. I couldn't find it. And then they, again plural, decided to release another song. This song was called Push the Feeling On. Now, this also failed to go top 40 in its original acid jazz kind of version. And so the band were dropped from Island Records. They split up not long afterwards.
Wow.
Gone.
They were dropped.
They were dropped. And they're not even mentioned, like the other members. Who are they?
See, that's crazy for me because, sorry to interrupt you, because that's really crazy because if they continued, whoever signed them would have had the success.
But then the story that progressed is the reason why the song was big.
Okay.
So at this point, they're disbanded and they're gone. And nobody's even mentioning the original members of this first band. So Push the Feeling On then found some success on an American dance scene and briefly crossed over to pop radio. This then became a minor hit. And suddenly it peaked at number 80 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the States. So it sat there for 15 weeks in the chart, peaking at number 7 on the Hot Dance Club Play chart. And obviously, John Reid going, who knew? And they think the success is due to the B-side. Now, this is where Mark Kinchin comes in. Mark Kinchin had done a remix of this song on the B-side. Yes, people, vinyl. So that's what had happened. And this American record producer had a number of other hits in the UK charts under the name of MK, which stands for Mark Kinchin. So Kinchin then essentially reinvented the track by stripping down the song. And this is what you hear actually in the MK version, which is one that I'm also familiar with. He strips it down to one vocal line out of the entire chorus and just does this kind of, it's just kind of on loop. He called it, you can either have the nocturnal dub or it's more sort of famously known as the Dub of Doom mix. And I remember that very well. This was heavily played, underground scene for 2 years, but still, it's the song that hangs around. It's the song that doesn't go away. So
I just want to play a little bit of it because you're absolutely... This is the MK one.
This is the MK.
So MK is...
Mark Kinchin, who was a DJ, well, a producer really, and he just happened to have flipped a mix onto the B-side, like they'd allowed him to do it. And he's just looped one line.
Wow.
And that's what he's done.
Yeah. Wow.
So this then sat for 2 years in the UK.
Okay.
Eventually it got to number 22 after 2 years in the UK singles chart. This is 1994 we're now at. And then, so because it had been there for 2 years and hadn't gone away, in 1995 they decided to release it commercially. The MK decides to create new mixes for the track, and the single was once again re-released, this time to London's dance label, and it peaked at number 3 on the UK singles charts. This song has a life of its own. It's now in its 3rd year and its 2nd run. So then you got Reed, again, come back to him. He's signed as a solo act to BMG, but he signed under Nightcrawlers, which was the name of the band. And his records were issued under this kind of final vinyl imprint. So Arista Records, super cool. He had 4 other hits, all remixes being done by MK. Do you know them? Surrender Your Love.
I know Surrender Your Love.
Okay, that was him. Don't Let the Feeling Go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's him. Let's Push It. That went to number 23. Should I Ever?
I don't know that.
See, I don't really know.
But see, we were talking about sometimes when a person remixes your record, like with MK, kind of gave this song a life.
Absolutely.
He kind of
It was that one that went
boom. This is crazy. The story. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that the person is Scottish, and he created that, and then MK.
Came along and did all that. So then you had 12-inch remixes, remember them? And there were various other. So Minchkin is all over it. When it got to 1999, an attempt to revive the Nightcrawlers, Mike Reed released a single called Never Knew Love. Now, this is 1999, failed to achieve any commercial success, and just didn't do any other releases, nothing else. Up to 2004, no one cared. In 2018, John Reed released an EP entitled The Nightcrawlers Soul Sessions. This included a soul version of Push the Feeling On and a version of the track with Big Nasty as a bonus.
Big Nasty?
Yeah.
Not Big Nasty or Nasty?
Nasty.
Nasty?
Yeah, it's Big Nasty, I know it is. But you see, I said Glasgow, not Glasgow. She says trying to get herself out of it. There was also All Night Long. There was remixes from Russell Small.
Oh my God, I love this guy.
You're loving that.
The dude at Big Nasty is one of the biggest. He's one of the biggest, most popular. When was this released?
This is we're at 99 now.
Yeah. Oh wow.
In 2021, okay, we're talking about now. The MK remix of Push the Feeling On, sampled by Henry Wrighton Smithson. You know him? British producer. Teamed up with Social Media. And that's where you get the yeah. No, that's what it says. He teamed up. Social Media. Why are you laughing at me?
Social media? Like he teamed up with social, like all of it. Social media teaming up.
Okay.
No, but you're right. That's what I'm saying. The song got really viral, and people started dancing on it. Yeah, maybe.
No, there were 2 stars. Yeah. So Mafusa and Hyperman. They teamed up with them.
Mafusa.
Hyperman. Yeah, he teamed up with them. And that's why now it's gone everywhere.
Maybe this is the dance group I'm talking about.
You got Ministry of Sound and the UK single, and obviously, Ministry of Sound's made stars of a number of people. But get this, Mike Reed, who is responsible for all of this, and who has not let this song go. So this song has been sitting and bouncing around in the charts for 30 years, if not more. Mike Reed is now a successful songwriter on his own. He's co-written and written for Westlife. The song Unbreakable was his. Tina Turner in 1999, When the Heartache Is Over. Rod Stewart, he's best friends with Simon Cowell. He co-wrote Kelly Clarkson and Leona Lewis's hit A Moment Like This. Remember that one? He wrote that. He's worked with a Spanish singer. I'm just trying to find something else that'll hook you in. Oh, Bad Boys, Whenever You Need Someone, that's his. And a track for Eternal as well. So the guy's got it going on, but this song has never left him. This is the song that just keeps on giving. And we're now going to play you the original one. Now, the bit that you should know is that when the original came out, it had that non-event, MK then did Heath's remix, and for some reason that entered the dance charts. At this point, just before they disbanded, the Nightcrawlers decided that they would then become a house band quickly. They suddenly recategorized themselves and said, we are a house band. And they deleted from their catalogue the original mix that we're now about to play, and they said that MK's version was their song, and they tried to make it, and then of course it didn't, and they disbanded. So the version you're about to hear is the version that was deleted from the band's own catalogue, and they pretend doesn't exist.
What a story, though.
You can press go now.
But you know what's amazing, what you said. Like, the fact that this song is, 35 years?
Yeah, I mean...
And you still make money out of this song. Like, this gets played.
On and on
It's
and on.
meant... Wow, what a story.
Yeah.
Definitely cool.
It's Yalla Home.
With Ana Schofield
And Big House.